Oh,
Oh my
everybody.
God, guys.
Look who's back.
Look who it is.
Hello.
It's Mr. Cousin Neil.
AKA
Cousin.
Oppenheimer.
Cousin.
What up, familia? Welcome to the show. I am the zombie, the man in the middle. You know, you got to keep it scrolling. Hey, you got to keep it scrolling. Get it for the homie, the hitman. And also, your favorite cousin, Cousin Neil.
Hello.
Bum, 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 bum.
Thanks for having me back.
You're always welcome, Steve.
Always welcome.
And today we're continuing our journey into the secret invasion.
What secret?
So it's episode 5, Harvest. One more before the grand finale. Or
But first, let's drop that intro, shall we?
Like the hitman said, roll it.
Hey.
That's toasty.
Hey, how come I didn't see that before? Hey, you make that? It's nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that.
So that, not that specifically, but the intro to the show, which we discussed a few times, that was somebody did the storyboard or whatever the hell you call it for the intro itself of Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
And then they took like the base art and they fed it into, I don't know, ChatGPT or whatever, some AI, and the AI did a majority of the illustration for the intro.
That's crazy. That's where the strike is like, all right, you guys gonna be striking here. This is what's gonna happen to you guys.
Oh
Well,
oh my goodness.
good luck without actors now. There's gonna be iRobot up in there.
Dude, it's gonna be us with the sock puppets.
Oh, was it? Oh, was that the Will Smith movie? I Robot. I did not murder her. Or murder him. Right?
And then the camera pans to whatever it was as a robot. We're like, oh shit.
I like that movie. It was a good movie.
What is the number one rule of a robot?
Very
Not to
true.
kill human beings. And they did it. So it's like their version of Will Smith's Terminator?
Is it? It's more like Blade Runner, kind of. Oh, Shia LaBeouf was in that movie.
It's like Blade Runner?
No, in iRobot. I think so. Shia LaBeouf playing Shia LaBeouf.
I miss. I'm not gonna get into it, but I knew him when he was normal.
I knew him.
Ooh, and Alan Tudyk was the voice of the robot. So.
I love that guy on Tudyk. He's amazing.
You know, it's like a combination of Eagle Eye.
Oh,
It's
Eagle
like
Eye. I remember that. Wait, that's Steven Spielberg? Did he direct that?
Yeah, he did.
No. That's
Oh no, DJ Caruso.
Joss Whedon. That's Hawkeye, right?
DJ Caruso?
You're talking about
50
Eagle Eye,
Special?
the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we're off topic. I'm just
No, that's all right.
we're just like going to all different movies with AI and
Yeah.
surveillance.
I mean, we want to like generate a cognitive discussion. You know, it's nice to have these discourses. But as for the show, are we gonna
Now we became more accessible to you guys. Before it was a one-stop shop at YouTube. So now we decided to go global. Tell them the noise. Keep it scrolling. Where can they find us now?
We're on Pandora with all the other avatars.
Get them.
We're on other podcasts.
We're on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts.
And that too.
We're on XM Radio.
Yeah. Dude, we're up in space. Good Lord. We're on the satellites.
We're on Stitcher. We're on all the platforms now. Give us a little, be patient with us. Our server is catching up to the demand of our uploads. So right now, when you go check us out, it's just the show title, The Hitman and the Zombie Show. You'll find us everywhere.
Mhm.
Some will say, "Who's King the Conqueror?" and that's not the right content. I don't know why I keep saying that. So, like I said, bear with us, and we'll get everything going for you.
All right. So there
Thank
we
you.
go with that. So now
I
back
can-
House clean.
You can
Oh.
still download from LimeWire.
Well, I thought it was what's it called? I thought it was Napster.
Cool.
No, LimeWire actually had a revival though.
Did it?
Shit, yeah.
Still around?
Oh yeah.
It's like DJ milk sauce. And it's like 80% of the, and you're like, you hear us like, hey, so anyway, I like to. Right.
You're like, "Beep, beep, beep." Oh no, it's that TikTok song that Hitman hates.
Dude, imagine trying to get like a lo-fi vibe and you're just like, DJ.
All right, guys, let's get into this crazy episode, The Harvest.
I didn't feel like much was achieved this episode anyway, but yeah. Just not bad.
Really? I feel like it plugged more. It made more holes in continuity. Let's go. So from last episode, we see the president getting rushed into the ER. So let's get the cousin up to speed, at least at last episode. So there's a super squirrel named Gravik that had. Remember Super Skrull from Fantastic Four, senor?
I remember Super Scrolls from Capcom versus Marvel.
So
yeah.
this one, they actually enter like a cheat code because they build a machine that creates Super Skrulls. Instead of being only one Super Skrull, it could be many.
Wow.
So so what happened is that Mr. Gravik found DNA. He got the group DNA. He got the Extremis from Iron Man 3 DNA. And was the other two? Or the three, right?
It was what was his name? Noel?
Yeah, no.
Not Noel. Oh my god, I wish. Oh my god, I wish. Make it happen.
I know,
Why
right?
are they? Oh, damn you, Thor. That was their chance. No,
Yeah,
not
there
Noel,
was a
man.
chance.
Black.
It was like potassium or something.
What's his name? Black Falcon.
Black kid?
Because I'm black in the Falcon. No, the name is escaping me, but the torturer guy of Thanos's Cole Obsidian.
Yeah.
Cole Obsidian.
So he has like a mixture of DNA in him that
Imagine
made him
getting
into
Groot
a.
DNA makes it so you understand the language.
Oh, I'll be badass.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Was it like the goo from freaking? so he collected all the DNA and made himself a super Skrull. So now, in this episode, he wanted to get the president.
You know what? Sorry, this is actually important because it's the most. Although now they bust out the group moves, but the last bit of DNA that they harvested was the Extremis from freaking Iron Man 3, which just kind of sat on the shelf since that movie. Yeah. But it's like it's the glowy, exploding powers that makes it so you can't be hurt. Right? Like essentially, you get shot and it's like, oh, I glow.
Then it regenerates and all that. But like we were saying, like the formula was not stable, and that's why other people were blowing up. So like we're wondering, when is he gonna blow up? Or they find a way to stabilize it. Who knows? We'll find out. So the last thing, like Mr. Gravik over here wants to create a World War III between the U.S. and Russia, which is another thing that's mind-boggling. They want to create war. So Mr. Gravik took personality of a Russian and attacked the president. And then they're like, oh, it's the Russians. They're attacking the president, type of thing, you know. So make it think like we're gonna go to war. So in this convoy, they almost succeeded, but Senor Nick Fury and the homie SKRULLS, Taelios. Remember Taelios from Captain Marvel, the cowboy guy?
He's a guy who's been. He's the Skrull that's been Nick Fury every time since, like, what the hell movie even was he last in? I don't know, but he's every time you see that he's really a Skrull, it's been that guy. Tell us.
Oh, Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben Mendelsohn.
So the banter between, man, you gotta sit down and put time away for this, because the banter alone between those two is just it's golden, man. Like it tells you like the whole like the rise of Nick Fury, like the Squirrels helped him out get from being a bench warmer to being the top of SHIELD and all this backstory to it. So it fulfills your what's your appetite for more?
So
anyway,
okay, can I ask? So this is like a thriller. Is it like a kind of like a spy thriller?
Right? Yes, sir.
Now, if you can compare this to a famous spy thriller movie, what would you compare it to? Or a TV show? Just to give some context.
I would probably say like
a Jason Bourne.
I was gonna say Bourne Ultimatum was the last one, right? Oh. Where he's like cut off and he doesn't really have the resources.
Yeah.
Or what about like Spy Game? Maybe Spy Game. I don't know. It's a Brad Pitt.
The white spy puts the gunpowder on the toast and then the black spy eats it and his head explodes. Yeah, he's cut off. He's just like everybody is underestimating Fury, and he has zero resources, and they're constantly reminding him of that.
Yeah, exactly. You're old. Like, you're washed up. Like, you don't need it no more.
You keep watching. You're like, he's got something up his, and it's like, not really. It's just resort. He's just a hope and a prayer every time.
Yeah, he just closes his eyes and makes that 3-pointer shot every time, like Stephen Curry.
And they keep like, oh well, you still got contacts with him. No, I don't. And then the little the Avengers, which he does not have. Nothing.
Got nothing, bro.
So anyway, Talos gets dead.
And also, I was gonna say that you could compare it to like the banter of Pulp Fiction with the banter of Brad Pitt in the Bullet Train.
Oh,
so you have a fun time.
Is that when he's a dog? He's one of those. What's those dogs? He's a Rottweiler, and he has a gun. And he's like, "Say wolf again." You want to look like a bitch to you?
They do say "B," but in another way. They say, "Ain't that a mother's? Ain't that a mother's dog?"
Yeah,
that was hilarious. I use that in my everyday life. Every time they're like, "What does that mean?" Like, think about it. Like, but ain't that a mother's dog?
I've never heard that. I've never heard that before. I'm gonna use it though now. Ain't that a mother's dog? He's gonna look at me. What? You're not sophisticated enough to know that meaning.
My insults come in long form. Let's show you.
And there's a big reveal, or two big reveals that happen. Want to know about them? Check the review. Not playing. Well, you want to know? We get to see his actual wife. We see Nick Fury's wife.
Is that a scroll?
Ding ding ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
See, but there's been no hint whatsoever to him having a wife or anything. So it's like,
Does he have a kid too?
That's what we thought, but who knows? But I don't think he did.
No,
What is his species? I'm like, what is his species?
But apparently he's known her since before Avengers, and he loves her and da da da. But
And I was telling him, I'm like, man, she was chopping cucumbers, and she was in her squirrel form. She was like,
It would have been funny if they. Okay, not off topic, but a couple months ago, me and the wife were watching the new Kardashian show, and they showed. I think it was. What's the daughter's name?
Chloe,
Not Chloe. The other one.
Kim,
Keep going. The younger one.
Courtney,
Casper.
Keep going. What was that?
the $1 billion girl, Kylie. No,
Kendall.
That's what.
She doesn't know how to cut a cucumber. I swear, she like crossed her arms and cut it like in a weird, like that. And just started chopping. It looks like she's gonna chop her. It was
so she was like this.
It was so bizarre. I know. Yeah. Sorry, off topic, but oh my god! Whenever I think cucumbers, I'm like. Yeah. Apparently, we've all been doing it wrong, guys. To the Kindle way.
Also,
money that they would just have like a device, like it.
Probably why she's never cut one before. She got all this money. She got other people cutting it for her.
She never seen an infomercial.
Slice my cucumber.
By this time, you probably have robots cutting your cucumbers, man. And cutting you.
Man, that is definitely a fantasy of mine. Go on.
And cutting your cucumber. Also, it was revealed that Rhodey has been a squirrel all this time. To put that in context.
I like that you say squirrel for every because I'm picturing this and it's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, he did change after the first movie. So.
What? That I said that too.
Oh, you did. Ding 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 ding.
You're not fooling us.
Ding 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 ding.
He went on to join the Empire.
They just got it. But yeah, so they're saying that Rhodey has been since Iron Man 3, I think.
Now, can I ask, when you guys first saw that, well, what did you think? What was your first?
We called this in the first episode.
Yeah.
Because his mannerisms and the way he was over projecting himself, it was not him.
Before they even showed him on the show. Or they maybe they did. I think they
on
did
the poster. Yeah, when we first saw him.
Now, let me ask again, or not again, but do you guys think that kind of makes sense, or do you think that's something they just kind of shoot into the show and you just kind of did it feel cheap, or does it kind of all right, it's interesting?
I feel like they added like a little nod to it.
I think it's pretty interesting that he's like the only Avenger that it would make sense to do, and it really sets up a nice redemption arc for him in Armor Wars or whatever his future holds. But the timeline that they've apparently now established is bizarre, and like, why that time did you choose? I don't.
So he's been a Skrull during Iron Man 1.
That's what we're thinking.
No, 3.
But 3.
Iron Man 3
or Civil War. So apparently this Skrull got he got mollywopped, and then he had the little Lego legs and like. So apparently Tony cut him open and was like, "Oh, green fire, that's okay." And he's like, "All right."
So it makes you think, like, where is he now? Because in the first episode, you see a lot of people being, what's it called? Fracked. So they're all being fracked. That's what they call it. They're fracking them.
Oh my!
So they're on in pods, and then have this little thing of bringing all your memories to the front, and then they just go grab your lobe, and they absorb all your memories and whatever.
This is that company. I don't know if you heard about them, but they have the special pods for special time. It's a fracking pod, so you can frack off at work.
Oh my! Oh my!
It's a lot of sketchy because a lot of people, some get their identities through fracking, and the other ones just through a fucking vanilla folder with pictures.
Well, they said it's a skill issue. Also, like, who cleans the sheets? All right.
Ding 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 ding.
No, they say it's like it's an adaptable skill. The copying and the whatnot.
And the making clothes as well, like Piccolo.
That they can duplicate somebody down to their DNA, but developing the mannerisms and doing it on site in whatever, I guess, the levels to it, that it's a skill that you can hone.
And not only that, Rhodey is not a male, not a male squirrel. She's a female squirrel. He's not a Brody.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Rhodey's a girl or
because
female? Squirrel?
she's in the shower and then she gets off. Have you seen the TikTok thing when they wipe and then do something else?
Yeah, I didn't know it was
she
a
did
girl.
that. She went like this and she turned into Rhodey. Like, oh shit, it's a girl squirrel.
Paper.
Yeah.
I'm Roddy, what's up? Yeah.
Oh god. So yeah, so Gravik is after the harvest and he wants to cause global damnation. Do you know about Hill? Jonah Hill?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Okay. I think she's alive. You think he's alive?
You asking me?
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Oh, like I said, I don't have a lot of context, but it's a comic book series. A comic book. This is all comic book, so nobody's dead. Yep. Everyone comes back.
Plus, I was really bad for Hank if his wife Maria died.
Yeah, and we have Avengers, Secret Wars coming out. Everybody coming back.
Yeah.
2023. What? We're pushing it to 2029 now.
Who knows how long?
No, supposedly it's next year still, huh?
They got pushed back. There's no writers.
I have no idea.
Dude, it was the writers who wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where the two writers are writing these two, but those got let go already. They got fired. So they got
according to IMDb, and the other says 2027.
Damn.
But I'm assuming everybody comes back for Secret Wars, even Iron Man.
Well, I wonder if it's going to be Tom Cruise this time.
I know, right? Like everybody was saying.
Okay, so are we going to talk about this episode?
Yes, we're getting there. I'm just trying to catch the Neo up to speed.
Oh, no worries, no. Please, go on.
Yeah, so the last episode there was an attack on the president, and he took Nick Fury, rescued the president, put in his Humvee, and then Telios is like, "Go get the president," and then Gravik transforms into one of the soldiers, and he shanks him, and he they kill him.
Put him down! Oh, not like that! Oh my god! I should have said it differently.
And then I know, right? And then Fury shoots Gravik in the face and does the whole regeneration in front of him.
And Nick is like, "Oh, his one eye."
I know, he's this big eyes like.
oh.
And then that's where we left off. He took off and left the Telios on the floor, just bleeding out.
That's probably why this episode. I mean, the storyline wise, it did move things forward, but character wise, it didn't develop much. But the last episode was so action packed that this one I was like,
you just scroll back a little. So we begin. Timestamp 25. So the president is being rushed into the ICU, and then Fury is like, he puts a chair in front of the door because he's trying to get in. He's like, "Sir, do you have clearance?" He's like, "No, I don't got clearance." And then he's like, all right, you gotta wait here. And then before they rolled the
By
president,
the way,
he goes,
dumbest spot to stand in the damn hospital is by the freaking emergency room doors. Just so everyone knows. And also, what the hell is he gonna do? Which we
"There's
see
only
one.
one's man." So before the president gets rolled in his blackout state, he goes, "Don't trust Rhodey. Don't trust them.
Dick.
It was not the Russians."
Meanwhile, the president's unconscious. All right.
I know. Back in the Gravik mobile, Gravik and the homies roll up to.
Everything was cool.
Yeah, so he speaks out, right, about Talios being dead. Like, what? You proud of it? Like, yeah, we killed Talios. Yeah, but the president's still alive. And then Gravik Pagan is like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, but isn't that our objective? You know, we kill Talios. He's like, no, man.
So he gathered
Like-
his soldiers in together to have a little meeting, and then one of his soldiers mouthed off and is like, "You're a bad leader, dude." And then Gravik, who's the rebel leader, freaks out and does a little Groot arm, and he kills that soldier.
He pierces him right in the chest because Pagan was saying that, like, dude, you're telling me to kill Fury and you had 2 opportunities, you haven't killed him. And that's when Gravik says, he has what we want, what I want. And he goes, can you please elaborate on what you need? I need the harvest. I need the key of the DNA.
And the reason it's so stupid that he has 8 soldiers to call on is because he has an entire city, and apparently there are 1 million Skrulls on the planet, most of whom are unaccounted for because this entire Skrull existence that we know thus far supposedly is 19, and then it was revealed that no, there's 1 million of them. So it's like, all right, I guess only 8 of them can fight, and the rest
Our subordinates.
I don't know, clean bathroom, what?
Janitorial services. Are those the Mexicans? No, I'm playing. I love my peoples. So yeah, so that's what G says. Like, yeah, I need the Avengers DNA. I'm like, in my head, I was like, really, bro? You're all this for the DNA? You could go to Tony Stark's hotel and you could find it all over the walls, or bed sheets.
No.
You knew that's what it was getting to, though. Even though, like, they have so much to pull from. They have the Inhumans and all this other stuff. That's the Eternals. Like, they can do lots of stuff. But they're like, no, the Avengers. It's, Fury.
I know, right? So yeah, so that's what Gravik goes save shit. Like, Pagan thought he had a voice, but none of you do. Shut up and do what I say. No, get your things in order. So he puts a hit on Vara, which is Nick Fury's wife, to go be taken out.
Priscilla. Oh, what's her name? Reza, I think, or something like that. Is it Bora?
Or-
Bora.
Or her Skrillex's name is Vara, so.
Okay.
So he calls what's his name? ODB, which I call him Old Dirty Bastard. It looks like him because he's wearing the hat, the baggy clothes, and the.
Reminds me of Mos Def.
You think so? I think
Galaxy.
that's what he is.
Oh, he does. I don't remember his name though. It's something similar to Bada. I don't know. I've only seen him like 3 times thus far, and he hasn't done jack.
So yeah, so that's when Gravik calls Rhodey, says, make sure the president's alive and make him believe that the Russians attacked him. So he's still pushing, that agenda. So, and then to show new Skrillex to the president, and that's when Rhodey's like, what are you trying to do, man? World War III? He's like, yeah, because make them believe that they're teaming up with the SKRULLS and the Russians, and show them the compound so you could nuke that place. And that's what Gravik says, and that's when Rhodey starts realizing, like, what the fuck is going on with this guy?
So it's confusing because Gravik, the leader of the resistance, just told Rhodey to tell the president to bomb their headquarters.
To nip it at the butt.
Nobody discusses. It's just him going weird, crazy.
Back at the hospital, Rhodey rolls up with his crew, and then he asks the nurse, "Yeah, you know where they're keeping the president?" He's like, "Oh yeah, down here." He's like, "Who hired this moron? Like, why are you giving away
national secrets?
Why you point out like classified information? Like, lock this place down." And in doing so, Nick tackles Rhodey, puts a gun around his neck. He's like, "Oh, whoa, guys, it's okay. Nick is only excited to see me." And then that's where he says, like, "I know who you are. You're a squirrel." He's like, "What? The only way to out me is by killing me." And like, "You ain't ready to do that. You ain't about the life right now." And then he goes, "In 60 seconds, I'm gonna give you a heads up. That video of you killing Miss Hill is gonna be viral.
I'm gonna drop your sex tape." Like, oh no.
Yeah. So, so Gravik is the bad guy.
He's the leader of the.
Because I'm looking at his.
"What do you mean?" They're like, "I called all of them here." So it's like, he's like, "So you're telling me there's a million motherfuckers running around?"
Oh,
and then Lil Wayne pops up and he's like, "A million here, a million there."
A million. What?
If anyone's a scroll, it's freaking Lil Wayne. Anyway, go on.
I think we need to call in the Men in Black.
You know how many times we talked about Balchinians?
Oh yeah.
Can we just not? Can we flash you thing that away, please?
So Mr. Nick has some by the next, and then Rhodey's trying to play it up like, "Thank you for your service to your country. You could go now. Like, thank you for keeping the president safe. Like, I'll handle it from here now." And then he goes, "You must be out of your scroll ass mind. You think I'm gonna let you get close to the president?"
Yeah. And
then that's what he says.
He has like 20 guns on him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm human. I can't do anything."
Dude, that freaking formation was pretty badass, dude. They just went like this. It went like this, and then went like that. And like guns came out of nowhere. Yeah. And he's looking down on like 20 barrels.
They got that K-pop coordination.
I don't understand. Backstreet Boys, up right. Then Pyro shows up out of the background and everything. So yeah, so Rhodey goes, Fury, like this is a little taste. And then he looks and all those barrels are pointing at him, and he goes, Nick tells Rhodey, do me a favor and call Gravity. He goes, call him yourself. I was like, damn.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Like, deuces. I'm not trying to get killed right now. So that was pretty cool, man. So after that, what the video just starts going everywhere, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And then he says he's going to Finland.
Right. Then he's gonna go Big Lots. After that, we cut to London. On the TV, we see freaking the video of him shooting Miss Hill, and also Telio's being a fucking Skrull. Dude, during last fight, do you see any TV cameras present or anything? Where the hell did they get the footage from him just like being half? Because every time a Skrull gets shot, they actually they can't hold their form no more, so they have to. It's when you do flatulence, you can't hold it no more. You just gotta let it go.
No my.
So you see him like devolving into the
every time you get shot, you fart. Moving on.
I thought you lose all bodily functions, right? When you pass? That's what I hear. I don't know.
I've never passed.
Gas? I did. Just let it go. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Then we see Sonya walks into his office and he's like, hey, what do you think about this? And he's like, well, what do you mean? And like about being the Skrulls in our society. He's like, I don't know. What are you talking about? Like, I don't have time for this, Sonya. Sonya is like a hitman, you could say.
No, she's the leader of the Special Intelligence Service, the British
SIA, right?
SIS. Yes, the British Intelligence Network, which is genuinely a thing. But they just kind of pulled her out of left field for the show. But she's like a badass, and
she's pretty awesome, man.
She's like what Nick Fury used to be.
Yeah.
So she just comes in and she's just a big swinging dick, and she's like, "Hey, I don't know who this guy is, but he's like, I'm too important. I'm watching this show." What was the reveal that they watched? Was it? Oh, okay. The TV with Talos being a Skrull. And then he's like, "Oh my god, this is really important stuff." And then Sonya comes in, big dick swinging, and she's like, "Yeah, well, everyone's a Skrull now." And he's like, "No way, I don't have time for this." And then she shoots him, and he reveals that he's a Skrull, and she's like, "See, you're a Skrull too." And what does she get from this?
Because she goes in and she has with a gun. She's like, "I needed the location of Dr. Rosa Dalton."
Oh, that's
Have you lost your mind, woman?
Rosa Dalton is the one who developed the Super Skrull machine.
And then then she shoots him in the leg, and everyone just come in. It's like, what are you doing?
He's like, also Andy Dalton's dad, the Red Rocket.
Ah, there you go.
He's a squirrel. It all adds up.
Yeah, same thing, I guess. All right, go on.
So the security goes like, "What have you done?" Like, "Look, I'm just showing him his true colors." And everybody looks. He's like, "Oh, okay, you're good then."
They're like, "Whoa, it's green." She's like, "By the way, there's no code of conduct for whether we kill a human or a Skrull or not."
A squirrel,
so,
yeah. There's no rules.
Maybe I'll make that choice for you. And he's like, "Oh no, that sucks." And then he tells her where, and she dips out.
Yeah, so back into the X-Men Origins hideout. What I keep saying that is because
I already said I'm not going to clarify. Go on.
Okay. or make her or make her fly on those flying whales from Thanos. Oh, anyways, we were making fun. I know, sorry, off topic. We were making fun of it last time. Like even the dragons got a casted in this in Marvel. They're the flying whales. Anyways, I'm sorry. So yeah, so they're talking about how she escaped being captive from the new SKRULLS from Gravik and all that, and she like so. Telios told Fury about Super SKRULLS, but then when she shot Gravik, he was surprised.
Well, hearing about it and seeing it, I guess, but he didn't necessarily know what that encompassed, Super Skrull. You know, it could have been vagaries. He didn't know what the hell it was. He'd probably never seen Extremis. But also, their planet was named SKRULLS. How stupid! That's like Planet Vegeta. Like, we live on. Oh, welcome to Human Rock.
So yeah, so towards the end, we hear the police going like, "Oh shit, I gotta go." The popos, no, I'm here. Because it's an all-out manhunt for him now. Manhunt. So yeah, so we cut to Sonya being in this laboratory, and then the Dr. Rose and her husband Victor come in. And like, hello? He's like, who are you? It's like, that could be two things: your bestie or not so bestie. And then that part right there was fucking awesome, dude. I love her acting, man.
She's good at doing both. So which one would you like to choose today? And then he's like, oh,
exactly.
And then she's like, well, I guess it didn't work out so well. And he's like, holding a gun at her, and she's like, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to, what's his name, Corey or whatever the shit.
Nigel.
I just saw it pressed against the back of your skull. Oh yeah, it was Nigel.
He goes, Nigel, we're gonna either fire someone from admin or shoot him. He's like, why? Because this is becoming a hazard, a health hazard. He goes, but my name is Victor. Like, no, I'm talking about the guy behind you. He's like, what? You're gonna feel the base of the skull. He's like, oh, there he is. I was like, oh my god. He's like, oh shit. And then that's where she finds like, tell me about your research you're doing here. Like, oh, my research is focused. Like, oh, talking about focus. How about we focus about this? And he pulls out the blueprints for the Super Skrull machine. Like, tell me every single detail and then don't leave nothing out. So I was like, damn, she don't give a fuck, man.
Yep.
So she goes, oh, look, like, you have an awesome lab, but unfortunately, I got to torch it.
You could have lost this. These things happen.
So after that, Victor turns on Dr. Rose and shows us hostage. She's like, I'm not gonna let you turn on Gravik. He's like, oh, typical man, always trying to find use the.
They're not trying to gatekeep you. They're trying to murder you.
It's like he goes, that's what.
That's what all podcasts are about. Oh, we got shouted out. Oh,
we got shouted out.
We're always talking about gatekeeping, girl boss, gamer.
So Sonya point blanks Victor right in the head, and then Doctor's like, oh, stunned, like, what the hell just happened? She's like, quick drama geek. She's like, never thought about it twice. But she's a pretty badass actress.
She don't give no F's.
She don't give a F about anybody. She doesn't care about Skrull's life at all.
Nor
put
her
it that way. Or her minions. So man, it's the purple splatter goes, and then get like brain on you, the brains, and it just drops. And then,
oh, that guy died.
That guy did. And then we cut to a van, and we see Taylor's body. When the hell did they recover Taylor's body? I wish they would fill in the gap right there. So you're telling me Fury was driving around with Taylor's body in the back of that truck, the bang bus?
Oh, I don't know. Oh god. No, I don't think it was like, who cares, right? Like they just found the body, whatever.
They found the body like it's an alien. Like you're not gonna cover that up and just like put him, hide him. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he's really dead?
Yeah.
No, do you think he's dead because they want, like, because Ben Mendelsohn, he's kind of, he's hot right now as an actor. So I'm wondering maybe they couldn't renew his contract. So The kills.
Well, and we actually kind of went into this when Gaia died. It was like, no, this is our first stint in Marvel. They would not blow this ticket right away with this A-list actor.
It's
So I was like, nah. But they gotta do something. They gotta throw some punches somewhere. And
yeah.
we're kind of getting into like who
Who's
like
gonna go first?
what would they do? What would be the big thing? And I kind of felt like they wouldn't kill her for forever, and somebody else would take that place. And we kind of theorized that it would be him. So
yeah,
this is where it landed.
So, Senor Fury tells Gaia before we kind of skip that part. He goes, "Take your dad to my wife Vara. What's it called, Doctor?"
You said Priscilla.
Priscilla. Take it to Priscilla. But Priscilla has a bounty on her head right now for flipping on Rabbit.
She didn't shoot Fury. They both shot the wall because they're a cute couple. Haha, couple goals. Haha. And
yeah.
so she's like, why don't you leave the house? And it's like, well, because I have this big ass indoor hydroponic pot farm, apparently.
Because I was smoking like.
They really just glazed right over that, didn't they? We're not going to talk about this.
Nope.
I'm just going to kill people. I'm just going to John Wick people in my own damn house. Just going to gun fu everyone up.
Dude, you would have thought she had like traps for him or something.
She's like, no, this is my people. Well, it sounds like you were working with Gravik and you're talking about home in my own skin, but you're comfortable right where the hell you are. So what the hell's your problem, lady? She's willing to wait out all these assassins, and she's like, well, I'm not going to leave my house. I like it here.
I got my weed garden.
What are you trying to kill everyone else for? So you don't have the whole planet. What? You're already green in your house. What's your problem?
Oh my!
Right? It's weird.
I'm gonna need you to go up another octave, please. How high can you go?
Oh
boy!
That's as incredulous as I got. That was it. There was nothing. If there was like another layer of like, why'd you do that? Then maybe.
And the thing too is like when she was knocking on the door. All right, knowing that Fury's wife is gonna get expecting to be attacked. Gaia's like knocking on the door, and she's like, "Hello," and she breaks an entry, dude. I was like, "No." What if the thing would have gone off?
The gun out, like. All right, that's how you're gonna go into someone's house, I guess.
She's like, "Hello." So you're the one that sent to kill me? Like, wait, no. It was like Fury told me to, how to bury people. And she's like, "Oh, okay." It's like, and that's when she goes like, "How come you left?" Dude, like I said, I thought she would like had the whole place booby trapped or something like Home Alone or something like that.
What's he say? What does he say? Oh my God! Yeah. Oh, you filthy animals.
Oh yeah.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Or let's keep the change up, filthy animals.
You're right.
Keep the change.
After the fireworks in the pan.
Yeah.
His brother was in what was that show that just ended? Sir.
Which one?
That HBO one that got a bunch of friggin'.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Succession. Have you guys seen that?
1, 2?
A couple episodes. Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I
want to see Peaky Blinders. Keep hearing good things about that.
I can't with that name. I'm sorry.
It'd be like a mafia movie with.
Oh, that's where Killian is that his name? Killian Murphy.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the main guy in Peaky Blinders. So. And that's Oppenheimer.
Oh shit!
No, because it's not before. It's not before. Was it the Dark Knight? The first Dark Knight. He was in that.
Yeah, he's Scarecrow.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right.
I'm sorry, man. I'd rather watch Sons of Teletubbies. I can't with that damn name. All right.
Sons of Teletubby meet Peaky Blinders, and then they both peekaboo.
Behind the blinder. So back in the ER, Rhodey is telling the press to bomb New Skrillex. It's like, I want a war and serve an extension, sir. And he's like, why would you want to cause World War III, son? He's like, that's what he says. I'd rather start a war than our human race to be extinct.
Yeah. So something that should be noted here is that this president, initially they were trying to kill him, of course. Yeah. And now they kind of flipped the script and they're like, well, let's just use him to bomb Russia, and they can bomb each other out of existence. This president and Nick Fury. Okay. This president is not the president in the Marvels, which is the next Marvel project. For whatever reason, we've had our theories. It's Harrison Ford, who's General Ross. But she's too old, man. I'm sorry, but whatever. He's not the president anymore. So for whatever happens, that's what happens. And Nick Fury is still alive, so he's not going to die this time. And it's definitely not Talos now.
It's a toe sign.
So, and also this president is like, how is he even conscious? And they're like, all right, we'll make plans to bomb the world. He's like, I just want to put it. Like,
I just want my ice cream scoop, please.
Come on.
Give me my pancakes, man. Feed me first, and then we talk about world domination.
Yeah, he ain't ready. It's been like 5 minutes, man.
He's all loopy as shit. Cartoon bandage all over his forehead.
So they tell him to bomb the planet.
And then he goes, no. He's like, that's where he left in a cliffhanger. So Gravik calls Nick Fury. He's like, I was wondering you're going to call me. Give me the harvest, and I will call off World War III.
Oh, my.
And
essentially, yeah. So that's his play.
So this part right here. So Fury is in a plane, right? And this guy comes in. He hands him this the thing that you So yeah, so it was a pretty cool. What is it? What do you think? 3-minute John Wick fight scene, gun fu.
Yeah. It was something.
So yeah, so he's like, "Are you gonna be okay?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, all right, see you later. So what's up with them? Everybody splitting up after you're gonna get killed instead of sticking together.
Yeah, the guy don't give a shit. She just wanted to burn her dad, man.
Yeah, that's true.
She
She's
didn't
like, I
even-
don't want none of this.
She
So,
didn't even
yeah.
care about the cause after. She didn't want to take up his cause. She was upset that her last words were like, "Dad, you're stupid. This doesn't
Oh, yeah.
make sense." But then she's like, "Okay, well, you're gonna carry on then, right?" No, it's like his whole plan was dumb.
Oh yeah, the whole dynamic between them.
So it's like, all right, great. I'm glad she survived, and then literally took up the torch, and then put the figurative one down, and was like, "Nah, your cause is stupid." Like, so I guess what is she gonna do? Just like open a restaurant? What? Okay.
I know, right? SKRULLS. And not only that, she caused the death of fucking 1,000 people. What was it? 5,000 people death. So 3 bombs.
She didn't cause that. No. I think they were kind of feeding her. I think her information was not sufficient, because what we saw was what actually happened. There were 3 guys. She didn't lie, and she continued feeding information. She tried.
Yeah.
She didn't do that.
So all right. Or let's just slide on that one then, guy. So yeah, back at the airport, we see this German guy. Hello, Mr. Krasinski. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, dog?" So this white, tall guy. And then, of course, they zoom into the non-flyer list, and Furious is right there, his face, foreshadowing. So he's walking to the car, and then he goes, everybody looks around, takes off his wig, and he does the...
Yeah, the human scroll equivalent.
He does the remember the chainmail, senor? Neo?
Negative
The-
1996
takes it
Ford Taurus.
The chainmail. Wait, what?
You know the face thing that they
Yeah.
take off, and it's something else that Black
What's the
Widow
name?
and everybody did?
Did Black Widow do that?
Yeah.
Well, they all have
remember-
I'm sorry, because I just saw Mission Impossible. You know, everybody taking faces off.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
essentially
wearing a
what it is.
mask.
That's what
Okay.
it is. They
Okay.
just all had like digital faces.
Oh, okay.
And then, dude, the best scene ever. And then Sonya turns on the radio and she's playing UK drill, man. You're like, oh, that's what we're doing now? Playing the freaking bumping. Yeah, have you heard of UK drill? It's a style. It's like a hip hop.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, I knew
it's
the
pretty
song,
cool.
but I didn't know what it was.
Is this what the kids are into these days?
I mean, over there is just the way they it's like a rhyming. How they do it? I'll put some.
But
later.
she also she pointed out that the face thing was stupid, and she's like, "Oh, you dumped $1 billion, and that's the best you could do." And he's like, "Well, this is the old model. The new ones do the whole body." And it's like,
Oh my!
so pretty much everyone's a damn scroll, even when they're not scrolls now. Cool.
All right,
And then they listen to hip hop, and they do.
dude. When she rolled out, that bass was kicking her, like the whole trunk was rattling.
That's why I got the hatchback.
I was like, damn, sounds
Got
louder
two
than my
little dogs
system.
in the trunk. They're my subwoofers.
I had to go to Subway, get 2 subs, make it bounce. A dad joke. All right. So it says they're 294 km from the Russian border. So, translation.
They're going to Russia.
There you go.
Soviet Russia.
Right in the car. They're like, "What do you think Rhodey's in charge?" And then he goes, he's like, "Oh, he called me. We needed help with the map." And he goes, "And you give it to him?" He's like, "Yeah, why?" "Oh, because don't you know that he's a Skrull?" He's like, "What? He is?" And you're telling me I'm old.
They're not going to Russia. They're going to Finland.
It says right there, Russian border.
But they're going to Finland. It's I don't know geography, but yeah, we're going to Finland. I presume it's close because it's
Well, they're in Finland going to Russia.
cold. They're going to damn Finland, man. That's where the grave is.
No, I know what I'm saying. But they're saying they're going to Russia. But they're stopping at Finland. Who cares? Everybody pop the map out. Let's see how it is.
Yeah, I'm really like showing my ignorance with this, but yeah.
Get the map out, everybody. Senor Cousin Neil map.
Wait, what are we trying to find?
If the Finland is before Russia.
Before, Finland is west of Russia. Is that what you're talking about?
There you go. Yeah, probably.
This information is satisfactory.
Tell me what happened. What's it called? What is it? Code 99? No. Tell me the reports.
Something's what is it? Some situation. December 1996.
We're almost done with this. I'm sorry. So yeah, so he's telling him the whole story about Gravik and the collectors. They collected the blood samples from all the fights the Avengers had. I'm like, really? People are looking with magnifying glass. Oh, he spilled blood here, and he scoop it. Oh, he spilled blood here.
Well, I said DNA. I mean, I'm sure Tony left some DNA everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? What does that even mean?
Oh, dude, Hulk hair. You know?
They got the little tweezers and. Anyways, so yeah, so they called it collectors. Gravik was the leader of it, and so that's where he got the idea of creating the Super Skrull. So that's when Sonya said in a nice little bowl. So all of this is your fault? Yeah.
Oh my.
So that's what he did. So that's where it's revealed that that's when Sonya's like, how come we don't just call someone from up there to come down here and help us? He's like, oh, we're not supposed to rely on heroes that much, you know. Plus, they're probably out of budget.
Yeah, that was a big confirmation to me that like we're not going to see Avengers until Secret Wars. Like they didn't allude to anything, and you know, and they really like double down on Fury has a hard on for heroes and alien life forms and heroes and whatever. Like, but he doesn't lean on any of that in this. Like he doesn't acknowledge Shang-Chi or Stranger and nope.
Yeah.
Really?
Not gonna say any of that. Yeah, it's all me, myself, and I.
Exactly. Him and his with it. He says, if I can't use what was between my ears and what my wife told me around the ring I have around my finger and all this stuff, like then
I love my wife.
I'm not a man anymore.
I left her at home for the hit squad to find.
And that's another thing too. Again, like you know she's gonna get killed. How come you don't take you with her? Like, oh well, that's your fault.
Actually, speaking of Shang-Chi, we haven't seen him in forever, huh?
You right?
You probably get recasted, bro.
No, he's under contract, but I mean, it's like, when are we gonna see him again? Crap.
When they sign those contracts, they can't make other movies, or they're just stuck in limbo.
What? What do you mean? He's under contract. I mean, like they could recast him if they wanted to. Yes, but
no, I'm saying like, could they, when they're under contract, could they go to another studio and make a movie for them?
If it fits in the schedule, if they can. But
okay. I thought they were just stuck in limbo until they got hauled up again.
It's all scheduling, but Marvel comes first usually.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's why. Because before Samuel L. Jackson, I remember when he first started with Marvel, Nick Fury, he only signed for like a couple movies, but then when they saw how successful it was, then he signed on for like 10 or something like that.
Shit. So they arrived to his tombstone. Then like, oh, why Finland? Oh, because the Skrulls like the cold.
It says Nico Furio.
And then he does the fifth element thing, like, oh, water, little earth, and then a wind.
He breathes on it, and it's like, oh, breath recognized. Like, what? What? You have the salmon. Like, what? What? All right, great. Fury breath. The breath of fury. And it opened his grave, I guess. That's a new one.
So the top. That's what I'm saying. When he does that, when he did that, I was like, well, why should Fifth Element over here? Like he blows on it, and then the little triangle opens. And so he does that in the top half of the tombstone opens up, and that's where they have a little vial of the harvest of all the Avengers DNA.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the thing goes back down.
Yeah. Oh, and then he goes into the crypt.
Then he goes to the crib, and then we see a lot of Wakanda tech. Man, couldn't you put everything in one place?
Yeah, I'm saying it would all fit in one, dude. Like, who designed your closet? I gotta open this one first. Sure. Oh, I gotta get this with eye patch. Oh, I gotta. All right. Which one has my left shoe? Oh shit. You know what? I'll just wear the Crocs. I'll wear the Crocs. But he suits up and he gets his eye patch. He patches up again. Because this whole series, he's not had his eye patch. He's
No
had
eye patch.
face.
His claw, his Wolverine face claw.
What's that? That musical with the girl's face.
Oh, Phantom on the opera.
Yeah, he has his Phantom face. So then he puts his patch on. He puts
a new beanie on. He takes another beanie.
And he trades his trench coat for like another trench coat that looks exactly the same.
And another beanie with another beanie.
It's like slightly darker, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in." Yep. And then he steps out and he's like, "Rate my fit."
I know.
All right, yeah, you're good to go, I guess.
Oh, that was funny. So yeah, so he goes in the crib. He blows on 5 of them. He gets the eye patch, the new beanie. It went from a gray beanie to a purple beanie, a new trench coat, like he said, the eye patch, a gun, and a cell phone. Oh, we have the cell phone. He goes, "It's time to end this," and he walks out.
Then he blows on another one, and then it's the press on nails, and he's like, "Oh no, please! The cameras are watching. No."
It's funny though, in the UFC voice, I put, "It's time to finish this." So yeah, that was pretty
cool. Because there's what, 1 episode left remaining?
Yeah, 1 episode.
Right, 6
next week.
So the finale.
Yes, senor, and that we fade to black.
To black?
Oh. Who would continue, senores? The grand finale. You think Gravik is going to get the thing and it's going to lead into the Ms. Marvel movies?
I think he's going to explode.
He's going to do a TN? No, what's it called? Not a Yamcha.
What, TN be forgotten by the damn writers? Oh.
Wait, so are you guys excited for Miss Marvel? Where's your excitement level for that?
0.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready to see where they take it.
Well, what's sad is when we saw the trailer in the theaters for the first time, I looked over at my wife and she didn't look excited. Yeah. She was just like, yeah. Because she's not a big movie buff or whatever, but
yeah,
if she's not excited, I'm like, oh man.
Dude, and what happened to Ms. Marvel's costume, man? She had a badass costume in the series. And then you see this, it looks like a giant trash bag on her, dude, with an S.
Yeah. It looked just like Spider-Verse, man. It should have kept the original. Oh.
I know, right? And then Rambo's white suit with black stripe. I was like, what are we doing here?
And she doesn't slap a single granny.
We need a slapping granny. But it looks like it has to continue from here, man. Or it's reverse. What we're gonna see what Nick Fury was doing in Saber and then down to the show, or
he's on Earth. He recruits Ms. Marvel.
What do you think? Because this looks like don't use your power because you'll teleport and then teleport. And that's how we got the ending of Ms. Marvel. Remember with Captain Marvel showing up in her closet? She's like, where the hell am I? And she's looking around. It's like, oh, no. And then she uses the power, and then she's gone.
Yeah, that was confusing.
Yeah, my biggest issue with the Marvels is they even though they kind of say what their powers are in the trailer.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what their powers are. It's not clearly defined. We don't. And I mean, I know the writers are doing that so they can get away with doing whatever they want with them, but it'll be more compelling if we at least know what they're capable of and what their weaknesses are, if any.
Sounds like a video for us to do.
I mean, do you guys know? Do you guys have idea?
We could find out. Tune in 5 minutes. Oh no, it's being fragged. Keep on scrolling.
Like Miss Marvel. Oh, no,
We got
Hitman.
Wally.
Hitman got hit. Ah. Oh no, it's the AI taking over. Oh, my
Oh no.
goodness. Oh, no.
Give this man some fuel.
Ah,
There you
he
go.
comes back.
There
No,
he
but,
turns
okay,
him on.
honest. How are you liking the show though? 5 episodes in, you really like it?
I really love it, man.
Oh,
It's fun.
even without the ending, you put this at the top of your list of the Marvel
Dude,
shows?
I had it at the top of my list on episode 3.
Wow.
Like I said, I love the banter between him and Telios and all the little jabs that they do, and then
So
the Sonya character.
were you sad when the dude died? Telios?
Like I said, you really don't build a relationship with Telios as much as Guy, which you do, type of thing. And then seeing it evolve into what it is, and then what Telios says to Fury, like we helped you being who you are, and then he goes, don't try to rewrite history when that man who helped you write it the first time is sitting right next to you. I was like, damn, son, saying facts. Like, don't say that you did it by yourself because you know that's bullshit, type of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, you were using my people, to infiltrate and get more information out of other countries and society that you guys won't be able to do without us, type of thing. He was like, we launched you to be the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. type of thing. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then there's in that episode there's a switch, like Tellus is getting everything off his chest, and then when they go in their mission and he helps them out, and like, now you see why you need me. He's like, Tellus with his stone face, like, you asshole. So this is pretty cool, man. Like I said, I love the dynamic between both of them, and it fills some of the gaps,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. And it's like a backstory to the SKRULLS and Nick Fury's past, because it goes back and forth from present to past Fury. Like, you see him like young, like the early before the Avengers and all that. So he's kind of de-aged. He has an afro and everything. So it shows like the evolution of him meeting his wife and why all this happened.
Gotcha. But apparently, the show is supposed to go right into Miss Marvel, the movie. So.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that's the thing I'm not really digging. I don't like the fact that we have to watch these Disney Plus shows in order to watch the movies.
Well, the thing came from above. I mean, from the big head that they're gonna stop doing shows, many shows anymore. Huh?
MODOK said that?
MODOK.
Yeah.
Big head.
It reminds me of the George Lopez one when he with the what's it, Spy Kids? Remember episode movie 3 when George Lopez was a TV? You didn't see it? Okay. Yeah, check it out.
Are you kidding me? Do
Check
you
the
think
image.
God hides in heaven because he too fears what he created? Freaking deepest writing in the world, and this Spy Kids. All right.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he said that there was too much split division between the movies and the shows that is causing the people to lack interest of going to the movies now. So that's why they're gonna cut back on the shows, which are, I guess it was the schedule, like 4 shows and 4 movies a year format. I thought it was. So I guess it's gonna keep the movie going and the shows down to 2 or 1. So that's where they're standing. They're also gonna do it with Star Wars as well. That's what they were saying.
Star Wars.
My prediction is that Gravik gets the harvest, and then they have to call in the Marvels. That's my prediction. What do you think?
Yeah, I want a Super Skrull to be a baddie in the future.
A super scroll.
Yeah, and I feel like them just like showcasing them like in one episode and then like one other kind of they fight and getting rid of it
Yeah.
is not the way to do it. So I hope they don't do that.
What do you think is your prediction? Because how is episode 6 gonna end?
The Marvels make a cameo, I guess.
Probably.
I was thinking that too. Like I said, like he actually gets his hands on the harvest and he drinks it like a Gatorade packet.
And then it's revealed to be Prime, and then we're all like, oh. And then the Paul brothers come out like, hey, that's right.
Oh my goodness.
Prime.
I already have to deal with them in my wrestling. I don't want them in my movies.
Oh God, they're wrestling now? Oh, that tracks.
So Logan Paul is wrestling on this Saturday. So yeah.
Do you guys think the movie's gonna do good? Do you want to do box office predictions?
What I'm trying to say, like, if it ends like that, then yes, because it's a big threat. It depends also what they're going to go up against that Friday.
Yeah, I think it'll still do decent. There's not a lot of competition going.
What they're going up against? They don't say.
Let's see.
Avatar 3.
Marvels comes out November 10th.
3. November 10th?
Yeah.
Oh shit! They got pushed back.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not going to be any Marvel anything for a while, aside from whatever the shows.
So, I guess I gotta savor it now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they. Oh, Dune. They got Dune Part 2.
I think Marvel will take the first week, but then it starts slowly dying the second.
Well, Dune is part of November 3rd. That's the week before the Marvels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one with Dune guy, and he goes around killing dudes. Dude. Yeah. He has a BFG.
Damn, big motherfucker.
Hey.
You know, I was playing the mobile. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, depending Marvels, they will do great the first week, but then they'll start flopping the second and third week. Though drops to third place. That's what I think.
I think it's gonna bomb. Just because nobody, the other characters, unless you watch the Disney Plus shows, nobody knows who they are.
Yeah, that's sad.
Everybody knows who Rambo is. Dude, he stormed Vietnam, and he did all this just because he goes by Miss Marvel now or whatever, Captain Marvel. Still Rambo.
Rambo, Miss Marvel, Miss Rambo. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I think. If the cliffhanger for the movie is good, then yeah, people will draw into it. Like I said, the first week great, and then it just dies. Or people just watch it pirated, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my!
And then what does Jack say?
Okay.
What did he say?
Parsley.
Parlay.
That's the one.
Down to the depths, whatever might.
I've got a jar of dirt. Kurt, the one who came up with parlay.
Oh, that's my favorite bit right there.
Yeah, you know they're doing a live action on Netflix, right? Or not a live, but like a remake. They're calling it One Piece. Same thing.
All right, guys. Let's bring this to a close. So, final prediction, Senor. Keep us scrolling.
There's going to be romance.
Awesome. How about you, cousin Neil?
If it sticks the landing, and then maybe I'll check it out. if all the critics are like all in love with it. there's so much content to watch nowadays. I need to know that I'm spending my time wisely, or that at least the content's decent enough. You know.
Yeah. They're on
But
backwards.
from what you, but it sounds like you guys are really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, dude, fucking She-Hulk. I was about to pull the trigger on that one, man. But we stuck the landing, even though they didn't. So yeah, I predict he's gonna get his hand on the harvest. He's gonna back to the machine, get himself super squirrel, and he's gonna go hunt down the Fantastic Four before they were born, and suck their powers too,
Oh my!
and lead into the movie. That's my prediction. Or Gravik dies and everything happily ever after,
No,
like
that's
everybody
what
tends to.
they do in the movies.
They choose a baddie in scene 1, and by the ending of the movie, they die. So yeah, guys, that was our awesome recap with our senior co-host, Cousin Neil.
Yeah.
We open our arms and give him a warm embrace. Keep us scrolling. I am the zombie. That man right there is Cousin Neil. This is and has been the Him and the Zombie Show. Till next time, much love and